let's see. Hopefully that works now. Okay. So, yeah, well, today we want to have a look at, yeah, some very, very ungenuine offers on eBay. Yeah, some Chinese audio amplifiers you can find on there. Yeah, let's see. Just have to load that again real quick. Why does it show me that I'm offline? That's not cool. No, don't save that. Okay. That's weird. But everything is set right, so... Alright, there we go. Well, let's see. Okay. So, we are live, which is great. So now I want to show you some yeah, interesting things I found on eBay. So let's see. I'm not sure whether or not it's going to work this time, because it didn't really work last time. Let's move OBS over to the other monitor. Alright, that seems to work. Let's pause this. Okay. Alright, so yeah. First of all, we are going to begin with this one, which basically looks just like that. It says 1000 watts. You know, looks okay. You can already tell by what you can see right now that this thing clearly doesn't have 1000 watts if you look closely, but we're not going to take such a close look here. First of all, so let's have a look at that. So you can see here, you know, those connections, those contacts, they do look, yeah, relatively fine actually, so they could potentially carry 1000 watts. Also those wires here, they look relatively thick. I mean, not quite thick enough for 1000 watts, but you know, in this choke, well, might actually do it, or probably not, but you know, it might actually do it. So okay, let's see. And they also tell you here, like, the big ring of low resistance, small leakage, high efficiency, the frequency is wide. Well, what? Okay, don't even read that. That's Chinese shit English anyway. But let's see. There was some. Yeah, there you go. That's the picture from the inside. And actually, as you can see here, whoa. Getting loud. Actually, as you can see here, like, those are the amplifying ICs, and those heat sinks are absolutely tiny. So, I mean, you could say, well, Class D amplifier, that might actually do it, which it would, but I mean, for 1000 watts, I don't really know. That's not. Not quite, yeah, I don't really think that that's going to work, even though it potentially could if they're using really good MOSFETs, which I don't think. So, okay, Firefox is doing shit again. But there it works. So, but then, actually, here's the thing though, let's actually calculate 1000 watts. What would that be? That was probably, yeah, 83.3 amps. Whoa, I mean, that's a whole lot. So those wires are definitely not going to do this very well. And here's the thing though, 20 amps fuse. Well, I mean, since they don't really make this fuse that critical anyway. Yes, so that's it for those 1000 watts. So let's see what they say here. Rated power 600 watts, which is still way over those 230 watts or 240 watts you could at least drain with this 20 amps fuse. So yeah, that's the first one here that looked pretty fucked. So let's see, I basically just searched for subwoofer here. There are a whole lot of stuff. Let's go back to the first page. I guess the cheaper you get, the more ridiculous the offers are. And yeah, actually my connection quite sucks, so this might not be the most stable stream you've ever been watching. And I'm super thirsty. Let's see, is there anything going on in chat? No, not quite. Not that many people are watching, but that's okay because, you know, I'm caring more for this being a video after the end. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. So that's the first one. You come through here if you basically eBay this, and god damn it, no. I'm not going to use Firefox anymore at this point because it just sucks. Let's switch to another browser. That might do better. Alright. Let's see. Okay, so that's doing it. My connection still sucks, but I don't know how stable the stream is. Actually, it looks relatively fine. Yeah, well, 50 cents international shipping, $8.50. Well, so far this looks okay for what it is. So let's see whether or not this looks genuine. I mean, we can never really tell. We never know whether or not this is genuine at the end or not. I mean, of course we know if there's a 20 amps fuse and they say 1000 watt, that it's definitely fake. But there are some offers like this maybe that might actually be genuine. So let's see, here we have a TDA 2030A, which we can basically just find a datasheet for. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Datasheet. So let's see. There is one. Anything going on in chat? Nope, still not. So we can see. What can we see? We can see this. Whoa. Okay. Total power dissipation 20 watts. Well, what's the maximum audio power? 18 watts. Alright. So if we look here, they do have, what do they have? Are there 3? That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but yeah, they're probably in parallel. So let's say 20 watts per amp. We have 40, 60, and they say 30 to 100 watts. Well, if we're talking about peak and not about RMS, then this might be okay. So I guess up to 18 volts AC. Oh jeez. Ooh, I mean 18 volts AC, that would be 18.1. That would be 25 volts DC. Is this thing still? Let's see. 22 volts maximum. No, you should not give this thing. You should not give this thing like 18 volts DC. But apparently they still offer it with that. So yeah. But I guess this is not too genuine, but also not too ungenuine. As you can see, that you have relatively big capacitors here, 5 volts, 4700 microfarads. So yeah, I think it's okay. I think for what it is, this thing is it's a genuine offer, like they say, at least 30 watts, and that's right, you know. So if we're talking about peak, we can easily reach those 100 watts. So this thing is genuine at this point. I can tell that because, you know, there are 3 of those 20 watts per IC. I guess those are linear AB. Yeah, those are AB amplifiers. So yeah, this is genuine, you know, but still, not quite the great wise. But yeah, you could certainly buy it. I mean, why not? So yeah, okay. Let's see what else. What else is there? So yeah, where? Okay. Yeah, there are those weird things. Those weird things. So this is such a tiny device that has like. Okay, so we can see 500 watts here, which will be like 41 amps. And like look at that. Like that is a USB plug. So this thing is like not even 3 USB ports long, which is ridiculous. And wait a second. You gotta look. Oh yeah. Look at that. Like those tiny little pins. Oh my goodness. How in the world should that carry 40 amps? I mean, and that as well. I mean, you know, that's just no way. No freaking way. That's absolutely ridiculous. Which says 500 watt 2 channel. So if we scroll down here, let's see, somewhere they say that it has even 1,000 watts because it's 2 times. I've seen that. Now it's not there anymore, but it was there. And let's see, what do they say? A rated input current greater than 5 amps. I mean, 5 amps at 12 volts, that would still be like, no, 12.5, 60 watts. I mean, that's, you know, if you can drive this thing with a 5 amps power supply, that's like everything other than 500 watts. And an SNR of 78 decibels is also, I mean, yeah, it's doing it. I mean, you don't have headphones there, so you probably have room noise anyway, just as I have it right now because my PC's fan is going crazy. So I mean, I guess it's okay. The SNR is okay, even though it's like not even 16-bit audio, but still it's okay. So let's see. Avoid direct sunlight. Oh jeez. Yeah, so this thing is probably getting pretty hot even, and is still far ahead of those 500 watts. So that's pretty obvious. This one is definitely not genuine. So let's see. Let's have a look at this one. And this one is a board that I've been looking before on, and it could eventually be genuine. So they say 100 watts. 2 channels, 50 watts. And yeah, I mean, 50 watt or 100 watts, that would be like 10 amps. I mean, that's already a lot. But let's see, there we can see a little bit. So there are 2 SMD Class D ICs, which are under those 2 heat sinks. So you know, there are some ICs that are very, very efficient. So that could eventually be genuine with this power. So let's see. or it might be genuine. Recommended 19 volts, 4 point. Whoa, 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 whoa. Does that make sense? Let's see. 19.5 times 5. Okay, okay, 95 watts. So, yes, I guess from what they say here, this is probably relatively genuine. So this one, I mean, those are 100 watts, laptop power supply they've been using to test this thing. As you can see, you have quite a wide range voltage. So this is basically a Class D switching regulated amplifier. So it's basically, or they are basically just two yeah, switching regulators. Or let's see, we do have 2 extra chokes here. So there might be another switching regulator that might step the voltage up, or it's just a buck converter and then those 4 filter chokes for the 2 channels. So yeah, I mean, we can see that there are relatively big traces here. So I guess this board could really have 100 watts. I mean, for Class D technology, that would be okay. So yeah, I guess this thing would do it. It might do it. I'm not sure, but this is an offer where I could say, well, it doesn't really indicate that it's full of shit, so it eventually, you know, might do it. Input impedance, well, they even tell you that, so it's signal input. They even tell you like exactly how much voltage you need at the input and all this kind of stuff. So this actually looks genuine to me from this point, even though, you know, it might be a little bit less, or it might be not an RMS reading, but still somewhere close to that. So it's not completely full of shit. All right. So let's see whether or not someone actually. No, nothing is going on in chat, even though some people are watching here. Okay, so let's see. Let's move on here. Okay, what's this? 300 watts, 12 volts. Okay, this. Ah, god damn it. This switch looks super. Okay. First thing, how we can tell that it probably does not have 300 watts. I mean, this kind of plug, you know, at 300 watts, it would be like 20-25 amps or so. This would totally melt. And I can tell you that because it like even melts at 10 amps. So this is, and you know, nobody would ever use this, or no power supply actually has a plug that fits into there that is basically capable of like 30 amps or so. So no, that's absolutely full of shit, which you can tell even from this point. But let's see, is there any alternative power input? No, of course there's not. And also this switch here, like, I'm more than positive that this switch is just in series to plus or minus even, I don't know, but you know, and this switch is like a lamp switch for a 50 watts lamp or so at 220. So this for like 300 watts, ooh, that will probably no, just no. Okay, let's see. Adapter not included. Ooh, adapter. Like like a wall plug for 300 watts with 12 volts. At well, 300 watts times 2, so we're even talking about 600. Okay, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is really ridiculous. So this is also an offer, and they don't tell you shit. They don't tell you like about the impedance or the kind of signal you need at the input. They don't tell you anything about that. So that's how you can tell that this offer is also pretty much shit at this point. So we're also not going to buy that. So let's see, TPA 31162. Well, that's also a Class D amplifier, so that looks better at that point. Well, also has little heat sinks. But yeah, I mean 100 watts. Well, also has the same power input here. That's 100 watts at 24 volts. You know, this would be like 5 amps, and that will work. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, it's not quite the best thing, but it will work. Recommended to use high quality switching power supply. Well, of course, because it does not give shit about ripple current at the input, so you do need a power supply that's good. Otherwise, those Class D pulses are going to fuck everything. Well, you know, 24 volts. Yeah. Okay, so this one we can basically look this chip up here, but this one looks relatively good. I mean, 100 watts. Well, I'd bet that it might actually do it. Let's see. Datasheet. Texas. Yeah, there we go. So I already did read 50 watts here. So you know, that's genuine. Yeah. With amplitude modulation. Ooh. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. 4 ohms BTL low, 21 volts. So this thing, you know, we can already tell just by this datasheet that this is genuine. Alright, so let's see whether or not there's also some cool information. They tell you about the hertz, though. Bass cutoff frequency adjustable. Yeah, so that's all great. I'd say that this one is genuine. You know, it's you know, the chokes are looking relatively good. I mean, yeah, they are a bit small, but not even. I mean, there are like 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 6 of them. So they are not even too small, since there are enough of them. So this one is pretty much genuine. All right. Let's see. This one even has a fan. Ooh, let's see. What do we got here? Or DSP board. Okay, that's interesting. So we want to have this. 500 watts. 50 volts DC. Yeah, I guess this one. Idle power. Okay, like, I don't really like those offers where you can buy multiple things at once. But this thing has also big chokes here. So I guess that's probably also not that bad. Yeah. Where like there's not too much information about this thing. 500 watts. I mean 50 volts. I guess that this one is also genuine at that point. But like, what's the price of this thing? I mean, $100. So this one is most likely also genuine. All right. So let's see. Is there anything ridiculous? I mean, there's this ridiculous thing again with its 20 amp fuse. 2 times 15 watts. I mean, that's definitely genuine. Yeah, so as you can see, actually, just on the first page, you know, there are genuine offers and there are offers where you can tell right away if you look closely that they're full of shit. So Yeah, I mean, there's this full of shit one again. 2 times 20 watts. Well, that's also genuine. So yeah, so let's see. I'm going to show you the one I bought, but in order to do that, I need to go to my eBay real quick, which I'm going to do at the other monitor because I don't want you to see all my data here. So let's do that. Okay, I gotta lock myself in. Alright. Fuck you. Yes. Okay. Nope. Don't save my password. Alright. Let's see. Anything going on here in chat? No, actually not. Whoa. Whoa. Why? Why is this title here fucked? Ridiculous. Chinese eBay amplifiers. Okay, why? This title was everything other than correct, so I hope it... All changes saved. Okay, great. So let's see. Wow, 6 feedbacks? Okay, that's interesting. Wow, why do I have to give 6 feedbacks? Holy crap. Oh, okay. This one. Oh, yeah. Okay, I gotta give some feedbacks, but before I'm gonna do that, I'm going to show you purchase history. I'm going to show you what exactly, not hidden. Alright, yeah. So I bought, I guess I can make that big again at this point. So yeah, that's the thing I bought, and actually is like €1, so that was insanely cheap. I bought 3 of them, and they basically show or tell that it has 30 watts, so 2 times 15 watts, which yeah, I'm not too sure whether or not this one is genuine. I mean, those are all just SMD components, so there's of course not really a good filtering, and so, you know, the speaker is probably getting PWM at this point. Yeah, but I guess that's okay with 8 ohms, 20 watts output. Input impedance, output impedance, harmonic distortion. They tell you all about that, and SNR and stuff. So I guess that's relatively genuine. They say 3 amp power supply with good filters. You know, that also makes sense because there's absolutely no filtering on this thing. So yeah, let's see. I actually didn't Google the IC. Let's see what comes up there if we're gonna do that. Well, yes and go. Let's see. Whoa, even cheaper than that. Holy crap! And actually, the board quality looks pretty good at this point. So it looks like a very good board, which is interesting because it's that incredibly cheap. So let's see. Okay, there's the chip, and they say 10 watts per channel, class D. So, you know, that's yeah. This thing is genuine. So I bought a, okay, well, what's that? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, but we don't really have to look at that now. Let's see. So yeah, 2 times 15 watts, 2 times 10 watts RMS. I mean, that's you know, that's genuine, and I think that this would actually do this. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Holy crap! 10 pieces of PCB boards for one. Holy crap! Okay, I gotta share this one. Wow, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Wow. That's crazy. Like, they're really cool modules coming from China. Which I like. Already tinned. Interesting. You know, but there's also a whole lot of shit. So you really gotta look closely, which you can really not always do. So you never really know whether or not, you know, this is genuine. But like here, if you look, especially if you can look up the IC that's on those things, you can really tell it. Then there's not really anything you can do wrong. And here they even tell you that you should not go beyond 16.5 volts because otherwise it's going to fuck. Yeah, so this thing is cool. I just ordered 3 of them because, you know, why not? Yeah, it's definitely, I guess, a great thing to actually work with. So of course, if you really want to work with this thing, you need to get some filtering done at the input and at the outputs, which is not really anything special. I mean, just a few caps and you know, a choke, and you're done at that point. So that's what I'm going to do, and then yeah, that's pretty much it for this little stream here. I just wanted to show you that there are a whole lot of different yeah, offers on eBay, and that some of them are everything other than genuine. But you can actually tell. So some people actually think, well, if there's such a tiny heatsink, then it's totally ungenuine, but that really just, as on those, that doesn't have to be the case, since Class D is really efficient, you know. So yeah, that's fine. You really just have to look, like, if there's a 20 amp fuse, even though they say that there's that it does 1,000 watts, well, that's obviously fake. So yeah, okay, what is that? DC step down buck converter power supply module. 5 volt. Step down buck converter. Wow. That's just insane, like what you can find in there. Yeah, but some things are really good. You can find good things here, even from China. But you can also find shit on here. That's just how it is, and there is a whole lot of shit out there. And like, you might actually mostly come through like the shitty offers, you know. That's unfortunately just how it is. So you just really gotta read what's there, what does it say, does that make sense, or especially if you can look up ICs, then you're pretty much always on the safe side. So yeah, a waterproof DC converter. Yeah, really, all kinds of stuff. I mean, all kinds of stuff. I like that. So, if nobody has said anything in chat, which apparently is not the case, then that's it for that stream. Yeah, actually this time in full HD. So my processor did have to do quite quite a whole lot of stuff here, but yeah, it's doing it. So thank you for watching, guys. See you next time. Stay tuned. Bye.